I know it's late. So I know it's late, and I really don't expect anybody to come on like that. Um, I about maybe 45 minutes ago just got a message, text message, which is a form of harassment by one of the people at my former job not too long after she sent a text message projecting her self-hate. First of all, I love myself, but God loves me more. Hey, everybody. Um, I'm using this as a means to not just only document what's going on, but again, as this thing just really continues to, as I continue to press forward on my journey, I am sharing with y'all what's happening to me. So y'all know I quit my job yesterday. Hey, everybody. Um, I did get a text message, a very hateful text message from the other singer, the little jealous girl. Um, I did not respond. Um, Today, the drummer called me. Um, y'all, I sent him, when I told y'all I quit last night, I never told them that I quit. I told y'all first. So I sent a text message to him after I got through doing my live last night, officially resigning. I did text him on purpose because I did not want to call him and tell him over the phone. I wanted it to be documented. I did let him know that I bow out gracefully. I did not send an ugly or demeaning text message. I was very professional about it, and I just basically told him, that's it. I you know, I gracefully bow out. And this is my last weekend. Thank you and Godspeed. So I get a barrage of calls today. He must have called me about 4 times today. Okay. He tried to gaslight me, and he told me, um, "You gonna quit? You gonna let them punk you out?" See, let me tell y'all something about narcs, narcissistic, Napoleon complex having motherfuckers. Because you don't respond in the toxicity that they operate in every day. People will call you a punk or a scary bitch because you don't respond in violence, because you choose not to respond like they would. Okay, it it is extremely. Hey, hey, y'all coming in. Because yesterday, so let me explain something to y'all. I don't know if I said this in my live yesterday, but I knew that something was gonna go down. The Holy Spirit had already told me that something was gonna go down. Now, where I parked my car, I could have walked maybe 4 or 5 different ways to my car. Yet, God told me to pass in front of them. That's exactly what God told me yesterday. And when I was driving home, because I was hurt after, looking back, I was hurt. Like, why would y'all, why would y'all allow jealousy to just really drive y'all like that, right? So God had to tell me, God told me, he brought back a clip from when Michael Jackson's mother was interviewed by Oprah Winfrey after his passing. And she said, Miss Catherine said, and I'm a sit up for this one. Y'all remember when Miss Catherine said she was mad at Michael for him paying off the families of the children that the accused, the parents of the children that were accusing him of alleged molestation, right? Y'all remember that? And Oprah, and I'm paraphrasing this, but Oprah in so many ways asked her, why were you mad with Michael? She said, because he looked guilty giving them that money, and you know these people were money hungry. So why did you give them the money? Right? Okay. Y'all, God blew my mind when God told me the reason why I had you walk going to your car that way. Number one, they needed to see that you were not afraid. Number two, had you would have went another way, you would have looked guilty when you weren't. Okay? I also want to explain to y'all really short and really quickly how all this happened. This all happened because I was protecting my energy. The girlfriend of the bartender that works there does not speak to me. I don't know her. She does not know me. All of a sudden, you want to come up and hug me like we're friends. I don't know you. I politely, listen to me, I politely stopped her. And I said to her, I'm not trying to be mean or funny, but I'm not taking hugs. People will try to rape you and steal your energy by hugging you or acting like they're your friend. You know, I I just basically told her I didn't. I stopped her. I said I'm not taking hugs at this time. You know, because I was protecting my energy. This is one of the reasons why all of this started. Okay, this is actually not one. This is the reason. This is the only reason they used me telling her that I did not want her to hug me. I didn't get ugly. I didn't get out the way. Some of y'all, this is not gonna last long. And I'm a hugger. Let me tell y'all something. I'm a hugger. But when God is showing me there's some foul shit going on, I'm not gonna let you put your hands on me. I'm not gonna let you hug me. I'm not gonna shake your hand. None of that. I don't play. And because I stood 10 toes down and 20 feet tall on what I said. Listen, if I was afraid, I would have never walked my ass going that way. The gaslighting is they try to make you look like you're the opposite of what you did. Why am I being called a scary bitch in a text message? Why am I being called a scary bitch? When you waited one whole day to text me this. Now this is the girl that I sing with who was not the girlfriend of the bartender. But they're all in cahoots with trying to sacrifice. It's a lot that's going on at this place, y'all, that I won't get into details at this time. But again, like I told you, if I'm sent somewhere, it's going to be for several reasons, including to avenge innocent people who may have gotten hurt physically, spiritually, mentally, or a conglomerate of those things by folks beforehand. So, this is just some weird shit. It's just it's. So anyway, um, again, the drummer tried to gaslight me today and said, "Why am I quitting? You letting them people punk you out." I told him, "Ain't nobody punking me out." Uh, they think that's again. So she sends me this text message maybe like 45 minutes ago, literally projecting her self hate. onto me. You can't project self hate onto somebody who has worked self love, righteous self love into themselves. It was 41-14. So that's 55 energy. There's about to be a very chaotic change for them and a very necessary change for me. I'm grateful and thankful. I'm ready. I'm ready. Um, Now, this is the other kicker. I'm owed money that I'm supposed to go and pick up. It's not convenient nor safe for me to go pick up my own money that I earned because now this bullshit is coming into play. Listen to me. I'm telling you right now. I'm very calm. Let me tell y'all why I'm calm. I don't like getting upset. Um, I don't like getting upset. I don't. I won't say why, but I don't like getting upset. And I'm being calm because God was telling me, you know, we're we're gonna have to find a way to get your money because it's not safe for you to go up there. I know this. When I walk in there, I walk in there alone. When I leave there alone. I ain't got no posse with me. I got my spiritual people, but physically, it's just me. You know, I'm walking around here, it's just me. I don't have no physical protection. Y'all be careful. This is a deja vu moment for me. I'm gonna be all right. But I will say this: this type of stuff makes it hard to trust people. You know, this kind of stuff makes it hard for relationship, for you to even think about getting into a relationship, for you to even think about allowing people into your life for friendship's sake. Like it makes stuff like this makes it hard. Like I don't find it easy for me to be able to open myself up for relationships and friendships. Like I just, you know, I've had a very hard, like my year has been extremely painful. I've had a lot of growth in a short amount of time, but I have cried a lot of tears. I haven't cried, man. When I tell y'all, I've cried so many tears just this past year in a year's time. I'm over it all. I really am. I'm over always in pain, always crying, always like I'm at this point in my life. I just really want to be at peace. I want to live in peace. I don't want my peace disturbed. And I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm really watching my breath right now because it's taking everything out of me to not go hawk because that's what I feel when I get angry. I feel like the Incredible Hulk. And I know I only I get physically strong when I'm pissed. You know what I'm saying? I get physically strong, but there is something that comes over me that I don't like to talk about when I'm angry. And I literally have this supernatural, I can't explain it. I don't want to explain it. And this is why I don't like getting angry, because things start to happen that I cannot explain. And I'm sitting here talking to y'all, and I'm being calm for a reason, and I'm really asking God to really take this cup from me and just give me peace, because I'm done with all of this, the tests, the exams. I'm a bit done with it. At this point, I'm gonna just need for you to just back these motherfuckers up off my energy. Back them up, back them off. I think I've proven my point already. You know, I I'm I'm a classy act. There, you cannot compare where you can't compete where there's no comparison. I compete with myself. I don't compete with anybody. I'm classy. I'm professional. They're classless. There's a difference. You can't. We're different levels. They're still at the ground level, or they're at the basement. I'm all the way up in the skies. I can't. I'm not willing to give my energy away to such foolery. And I'm just asking, like, again. So I know y'all. Some of y'all may be going through some of this at the same time as me. I just want to give y'all a word of encouragement. I'm just asking that y'all continue to just send really good vibes and really good prayers to me. Please pray for me. Don't pray on me. People sometimes try to use these kind of trials and tribulations or tests to kick you when you're down. But the truth is, I'm not down. I'm up. I just want to be left alone. After I told this man, now this is the thing. She sends me this text message. He must have put a timer on his phone. He calls me not too long after that. Y'all playing this, and y'all are dumb and y'all are slow. Y'all, please listen. I do not mean this as a means to attack anybody from the South. I myself am from the South. But let me just tell y'all this. Half of my life I was raised on the West Coast. I know the hustling, and I know what a forward thinking mind looks like. But I also know what a slow thinking mind looks like. And I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. It dawned on me today because I told my mom something. I said I'm realizing that most people in the South are slow and illiterate and slow mentally because they're slow in emotional intelligence. They they did not they were not giving the tools. They were not given the tools as a child how to properly process emotions. So they grow up with this mentality. Now, for the most part, that you can be from any part of the world and have that, but I'm talking about there is a specific stronghold here in the South, specifically here in Louisiana, that I'm telling y'all, listen to me. I'm not trying to be funny. Do you hear me? I am telling y'all the truth. It dawned on me today during the conversation with my mom. I'm really starting to see why Southern people, not all, but most of them are slow. When they come off, and I'm not trying to be funny, when they come off retarded or slow minded or slow thinking, I'm looking at this guy who's the bartender at my job, and he laughs like he's slow. Now, I'm not trying to say all people who stutters are slow. I know a lot of intelligent people who are stutterers that their IQ is extremely high. My brother has a tendency to often stutter. My brother is a borderline savant. I'm not playing with y'all. My brother is a savant. My natural born brother is a savant. When I tell y'all a young male gigolo hoe. You have to use your looks to get where you think you can get, but that hasn't gotten you much. But yet at the same time, when you open up your mouth, you get less and less attractive, right? Because you start to see there's a lot of people walking around in the shell of a grown up. You got the age on you, you have the number on you, but you are emotionally immature. I'm not trying to listen. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to belittle the South at all. We got a lot of intelligent people that come from the South. We got a lot of trailblazers and waymakers that come from the South. Prevalently, Louisiana. And I've told y'all this. Majority of the people who are huge come from here, or their parents come from here, or their grandparents come from here. It's not, we got a lot of folks who have breaking a lot of ground, that have broken a lot of ground that came from here. But they look like this shit is rubbing. Well, that we are in Mercury retrograde. I feel like I can't talk for shit, and I'm noticing several people um, who make on YouTube, on social media. Period. I noticed like during their lives they're having a hard time talking. We noticed that of course Mercury is in retrograde. Remember I told y'all this is a different kind of retrograde, so we are going to get kind of caught up in in our words and different things like that. But I'm telling y'all, it really made me. I felt bad, but at the same time, I don't. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. Emotional intelligence is not taught. So we have a lot of ignorant. When I say ignorant, I'm talking about people who just don't know. They're of devoided. They have been devoided of the proper knowledge and understanding on how to correctly process their emotions. And a lot of times, when you have people who emotionally withdraw before they would emotionally express themselves, that that the level of intelligence emotionally that they don't have, or that they're at, which is very low, it bleeds off into their smarts, their regular way of learning. And so this is why you have a this is y'all, I'm just telling y'all the truth. This is why you have low ranking states. Majority of them are southern states. You understand? Most of the abuse that goes on in the household, that's swept underneath the rug. This happens everywhere in the world. But when it comes to the United States, the South is prevalent for incest. The South is prevalent for family to family molestation and RAPE. Also keeping family secrets, that kind of thing. The South holds the top tier for those things. And so when you look in the background, when you look at the background of a lot of these peoples and the family dynamics, you start to see that these people are emotionally unintelligent. They're not their intelligence is not sufficient enough to carry them on a day-to-day basis on just a basic normal level. You understand? These people, yes, thank you, arrested development. And again, I am not trying to be funny. And Britt P, you're saying that your ex-husband read at a third grade level, and you say, how the fuck did you graduate high school? Guess what? Most likely, if he did not play sports, they still do this till this day. Unfortunately, they like to say that a lot of the jocks are not book smart, but yet they will pass them because that's who's scoring all the touchdowns. And I'm learning more and more high school football, or let me say it like this, high school sports and college sports, the percentage of people gambling and betting on high school and college school students is at an all-time high, to the degree that people are betting more and more on local high schools and college games, more than they are the NFL. They feel like the NFL games are rigged, so a lot of people have been backing out of putting their money in that pool. You understand? So they're going to the high school and the college games. And there's a lot of politics and there's a lot of underground gangery. I'm making up a word here, gangery or gang type of things. And I'm not talking about Bloods and Crips, y'all. I'm talking about, I don't want to use the mafia word because that's not it either. It would be under that. But it's like, let me say it like this. They have their own society of grown folks who's betting on high school children and college kids. And these people are paying coaches to throw games, to renege stuff, make sure the quarterback gets injured, make sure such and such tackles such and such so hard that it throws that person's back out and they can't play for the rest of the year, so that they can keep these bets up on these games. I'm telling y'all what's happening. This is another way to keep this Willie Lynch syndrome alive. You break the mind, but you keep the body physically strong. Do you hear me? You say sure did he play football. That's why. Listen, when I was in high school, I graduated high school from Louisiana. We moved from California back to Louisiana in my high school years. I was very upset because I did not want to come back here. But I graduated high school and it was my worst years in school. My high school years, I hated them. I I got bullied all the time because I was a popular girl who did not hang with the jocks. I was the popular girl that did not hang with the other girls. I hung with the misfits. So there was times where I had to pay a price for not wanting to play ball. I also was the virgin at the time. I was a freshman and I didn't realize how many girls were around me that were sexually active. I remember dating a guy who was one of the star ball players in high school. And when, to me, I felt like that was like the most hardcore puppy love that I've ever been involved in. And do y'all know when he found out I didn't put out, he broke up with me. Later, later I discovered the reason why he broke up with me was because he didn't want to cheat on me, and that as the ball player he had needs. So he broke up with me to not hurt me. As I got older, I was more grateful and thankful for that. But looking back, it hurt my heart. Now I say all that to say this: I watched a lot of them football players and basketball players, which, mind you, majority of the basketball team was the goddamn football team. Okay, that's how small town, it was that I graduated from. Nevertheless, they passed majority of them, and let me tell you, they put some of them, some of the people who graduated with me that were ball players. They put them in the speech therapy classes and in the what we call what now not we but what they called the slow folks class, so they could pass easily. The trade-off was, as long as y'all keep winning us games, we'll keep giving y'all grades good enough to pass. Now this was the cold-blooded part. We ain't gonna give you no A's, but we are gonna make sure you get out of high school. In other words, they wasn't even trying to set these niggas up for college. That's how crazy this town is. They didn't even set these brothers up to at least make my shit look good enough to where I could you know go beyond this. It was, nah, nigga, this is good enough. Cause they're really banking on you to not even stay alive, or go to jail not too long after you graduate. You understand? So I'm saying all that to say I'm seeing that the people that I work with is a little slow. Well, what I used to work with is a little slow. They behind, and I see the elevator don't go all the way up. Again, like they say, they ain't playing with a full deck of cards or what have you. And that's not shade. That's real. I'm calling it as it is, and I'm seeing it as it is because again, these people, y'all, don't believe the hype. You know, I'm gonna be honest. Can I be real with y'all? Just for a test, for a quick minute. I mean, I was being real with y'all anyway, but let me just say this. I was tussling between being humble and my ego when this whole thing of mentioning me being scary, scaredy cat, scaredy, scared, and all this other shit kept coming up. I don't like being called no punk. I'm not a punk. But let me explain to you what gave me peace. They can call me punk and scary as much as they want to, because this is what gave me peace. I don't want to give y'all too much information, but as I was taking my shower, God said this to me. God said, do you know how much emotional maturity and self-restraint it takes to be able to walk away from people wanting to arouse your ego to get on their level? Listen, people can see the calling on your life and will try to make you forfeit what is on your life because they have worked all of the black magic that they could to try to steal your destiny, and they can't. And the only loophole they found was, if you try this bitch and get her out the way, you're not gonna be able to steal her destiny, but she might drop a rank or two. And that's a strong might. It's not a guarantee. Listen to me. I'm so glad I didn't respond to the text message. When he called me, I let him know. I see you got your bitch texting me. Let me just explain something to you. All of y'all are toxic. I don't like it. Pay me my money and I'm going to go my way. Don't call me. I hung up the phone. He calls me back. I'm saying to myself, this man ego got to be huge. They really are slow. He left a voice message, y'all. Like I'm gonna listen to it. I'm not gonna listen to it. But I'm not going to erase it either. If I have to go, which I just hate getting the police involved because I don't like that. If I gotta get them involved for the purpose of harassment, I will. Just so that they know. I don't care. You can call it scary all you want to. But y'all, did y'all see the Shekinah interview when Shekinah said she don't fight no more? And she said, I'm not scary. She said, I will run away from a fight. Or she's something like that. She said, because when you got shit to lose, she said she ended up getting in a fight at a restaurant. And her crew basically overpowered the other girl's crew. But as they was fighting in this restaurant, the restaurant got messed up. Tables getting turned, shit getting broke all up. But the restaurant didn't come for the girl who actually threw the first punch. They didn't care. All they knew was Shekinah is a reality TV star. So they came for her. That restaurant sued Shekinah and won. She had to pay that restaurant. So she said, when you got shit to lose, not to be giving in to your ego. Don't give in to that shit. You ain't got to fight. You understand? Let me tell y'all something. This is always a setup for your highest good when you pass tests like this. When you pass tests like this and you do not react, I'm telling y'all, listen, the stuff that that girl said in that text message, y'all would know for a fact what she's saying is not true. She said something about me having a miserable soul. This is a person who shows up drunk and high just to work. Okay? I'm telling y'all, y'all better work on your self love. Y'all better work on your self love. Mm-hmm. Dogs getting somebody ass. Somebody, let me tell y'all something. I don't know if this is like somebody who's infatuated with me, and I'm not being funny. I don't know if somebody's infatuated with me, like a secret admirer type shit. I got somebody who rides past my house, okay? And it's very fucking creepy, and it's really starting to get agitating at this point. They wait till late at night, and I'm a very light sleeper. I hear everything, and I'm just over here saying to myself, y'all ladies, I'm telling y'all, continue to be yourselves, even fellas, continue to be yourselves, continue to heal, keep being yourselves. Like, why is this thing playing with my chat? Y'all, these it's fucking with my chat. This is crazy. When you have dealt with a narcissist, so don't realize you recognize the tricks when someone tries to get you to respond to their level instead of unbothered. I'm trying to tell you, sis, listen, that girl is pissed right now. She's losing her shit. I'm telling you right now, y'all, she's going she's about to go through a mental lockdown prison thing. She's everybody over here was fucking karmic. They listen to me. When you got a person, when you are in an environment that they try to make you play a role and you don't bow to that, like I said, when I told y'all I have Mordecai energy on me, I meant what I said. I have been celibate for I don't know how long now. When I tell y'all I don't need to spread my legs to get nowhere. Do you hear me? It's unfortunate for others that you've done that, but you ain't got nowhere and you ain't got nothing to show for it. See, that's why you miserable and you trying to project that miserable shit onto everybody else. You see, I don't have to do that. My talents gets me. Listen, God has given me talents. My gifts make room for me, but my character, my integrity, my morals, the way that I'm built, my heart is set up, keeps me in the places that my gifts have taken me. You don't have to prove nothing to nobody. You understand? I'm telling you, listen. I'm telling you, baby, they didn't like me. They didn't like me. I'm telling you, y'all, sis, bro, I'm telling y'all, they didn't like me. I was coming up in there every weekend singing my heart out to them people that was in there because I loved them. I loved mingling with them people. Listen, I was high fiving folks and we had a good old time. I like making people feel like somebody. I really truly believe in that. I didn't just post that on my community board for nothing. I think that you should always strive to be the person who makes, somebody feel anybody feels like they're somebody. Cause you again, you don't know, whose day you're brightening. They could have had really shitty day until they came across you. You don't know, you again, you may be the only Bible that some people may read. I truly believe in that, and I stand my ground when it comes to that. But I'm gonna say this: I'm a child of love because I am love, but I will not let a nigga punk me. I will let you go, but so far, if God gives me the green light to go May the fuck ham, I'm going May the fuck ham. And I'm not sparing nobody. However, when God tells me hold your peace, I'm gonna hold my peace. Cause it's best that I do hold my peace. And they are agitated that I'm gone because they tried to feed off of my energy. But you know what? Me just being there gave everybody a sense of peace away from the torture that they have to deal with when they have to look at themselves in the mirror. And now that I'm gone, they really are not gonna. They can no longer play in my energy. They can't. They cannot play in my energy. It's a lot of people that can't play in my shit no more. And they're angry and they're mad and they're upset, and that's fine. You can go be angry and mad, upset over there. Bitch, I'm unbothered drinking water with very beautiful skin. I look good as fuck. I'm glowing, bitch, because I love myself and God loves me more than me. My goonery, my spiritual goonery is popping. I'm telling you, listen. I'm beautiful inside and out, and I get prettier every day. I get prettier every day. I get I get more amazing every day. I'm reaching higher heights and deeper depths every day because I choose to stay vibing high. Don't get me wrong. There are some days you don't wake up like that. Let's be realistic here. There's days you're not gonna wake up like that, saints. There's gonna be days where you felt it. I cried this morning. I fell on my knees this morning and I cried because I was like, God, why? Why? She sent me that text message. Right before she sent me that text message, I seen a certain celebrity sitting on her knees trying to do black magic on me. Right before that girl sent that message, I seen this bitch doing, circles with her hands. And I kid you no lie. I said to myself, okay, well, what kind of shit she working? And as soon as I said that to myself, that girl sent me that text message. Again, and the crazy part about it is the girl that hugged me or was trying to hug me, that I stopped, her boyfriend is the bartender. The girl who sent me the text message flirts with this girl's boyfriend. But they all in cahoots with each other. And I'm gonna say this, but I'm gonna say it because I'm gonna say it like this. Read between the lines. But allegedly, this is some down low, allegedly down low gay secret society shit that I was around. This was some down low, niggas tapping each other in the booty for some initiation type of shit, allegedly. I seen this. The signs was, again, and some shit. I'm just say it like that. Also, I just want y'all to know this. And I've said this. I don't know if I've said this on this channel before, but I want to emphasize this very strongly. Fellas, I'm not trying to leave y'all out, but I have to say this for the ladies because there's a lot of us that are walking this earth who, I gotta be real. Let me tell the truth and shame the devil. Divine masculines, I'm not talking about y'all. God bless you. Those of you who have done the work in our healing, I'm not talking about y'all. But feminines, divine feminines, healers, light workers, sisters, my sisters, those of you who are walking in righteousness, I'm talking to you and about you. It's unfortunate that we have to, at this time in our journey, go through this alone because, fortunately, some of us may have divine counterparts that are not ready to step in yet because they're not totally 100% where they need to be, or you may have a divine counterpart that is afraid to come in for whatever reason. I want to say this to y'all, and this is the download that I got coming out of the shower. Anybody who has been told to make their move to bridge that gap and come in and has not yet, everything that is happening to you that shouldn't be happening to you, that man is going to have to answer to God for. Listen to me very carefully, what I'm telling y'all. It's a reason why God said that a man should love his wife like Christ loved the church and gave his life up for her. Okay? There's a reason why that scripture is there. Divine feminines are not supposed to be walking this earth unprotected. Do you hear me? I'm going to say this again for the men in the back. A woman does not have to be your girlfriend, your wife, or your side bitch for you to take the time out and to protect her. For you to take the time out and to speak up for her. If you see an injustice in the gym, in a restaurant, at a store, in a line, I don't care if she's getting gas. Listen, don't tell me what's your place and not your place. If you are a divine masculine and there's a woman in need of help and protection, especially if she's a sister, you need to speak the fuck up or intervene. You will be demoted in your ranking when you don't do the right thing, especially when God has told you to. Let's call the shit out, because I'm motherfucking tired. I'm tired of the shits. It's too many of us walking around here trying to do. Listen, a lot of us, again, are prepared to walk this thing alone. It's fine. If that's what the calling is, we're willing to do that shit alone. It's all right. However, it shouldn't take a woman to be in a relationship to be protected. Any woman. Any woman, any creed, background. Okay. There are women out here who are toxic, who will start shit. Again, yes, you need to use your discernment. I'm not telling you to put on your fucking hero cape and be flying around here with Superman, and every little argument you hear, you got to intervene. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you is, you can't make a conscious decision to step up and guard and protect a queen or somebody who looks like you because you feel like it ain't your business. That's the same. And listen to me. That is the equivalency to me. That is the equivalency of a lot of y'all getting y'all phones out and recording these incidents for likes and views versus intervening. For the life of me, I could not understand why everybody likes to take their fucking phones out and record shit. So you mean to tell me you rather record something than to what are we doing? I don't like that. All this shit for clout, for what? And then it's going to last you a few seconds, and then you're going to be looking for the next thing. You're going to be looking for the next thing to put some more clout on your name. And then after that fades out, then you're never listen, it's just like hell, always hungry and never full. People who are pleasure seekers and looking to be validated in the eyes of other people, you are gonna always be looking for the next bite, but you're never gonna be full. You'll never be satisfied. And again, I keep trying to tell y'all, people riding past my house lately. This has been a theme lately. And again, it's on some harassment shit. It's on some harassment shit. I just braided my hair up today. It's on some harassment shit. I'm telling y'all, some of us got secret admirers, people that seen us in the store and didn't say shit, like what they seen, but then they kept running your face across their mind and ended up getting infatuated with you. Again, these are people who, you see this communication shit. I don't like people who don't know how to communicate. So you get these people who they get infatuated with you when they see you in public, but yet they don't say nothing. But all they do is stare. They don't say anything, and they follow you from afar. Cash. Punched by a man at a store on Shade Room. Yeah, see, I can't do that. I can't. But them same people gonna want intervention if that shit happens to them. And it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. So, I told God, shh, what's up? What's up, astronaut? Wait. Hold on, because I don't want your face to be seen. You gotta chill out. Give me that. Give me that. It is bedtime. Give me.
But you have to tell me a story about the book.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story as soon as I get off. Okay. Okay, y'all. Because I always tell him stories, or I read him a book. Okay, because I usually go to the library and get him books, or I tell him a once upon a time story. That's just how we do things. Okay. So y'all don't mind, baby astronaut. Y'all know what time it is. But I don't care for it. I don't like it, and vice versa. Men need protecting too. We can't always leave it up to the man to protect. And this is why I say, it's good to pray for people other than yourself. Cover folks up in prayer. You know what I'm saying? Cover the righteous ones up in prayer. Listen, and I've seen this. We got brothers, y'all. Don't get it twisted. We got men from religious backgrounds and, you know, skin tones and cultures. We got men who fill that gym up just to make sure their body is in tip top shape, and they are physically strong, just to be able to use their body as a means to protect. I'm not bullshitting you. They're out there. You got men that's out here using their God given bodies, God bodies, to if need be, they're gonna use their body as a means of protection. I'm not mad at it, but at the same time, I don't want anybody unnecessarily getting hurt. You understand? But yet these men need to be covered up in prayer, and this is why you got to be careful who you yoke yourself up with, because you need to know that your counterpart has your back like you got their back. It has to be reciprocated. Reciprocity has to be there. You know, this man, you can't expect this man to protect you, and what are you doing? You understand? And vice versa. You know, this woman cannot be there holding up everything, and then you sitting in the you're sitting. Is that a trap? And you're sitting there. Oh, never mind. And you're sitting there. No, it's good. Oh, got you. And you got there in a arrested development, you know. And I'm just look at that. Boy, these lights. Look at these lights. I'm looking out the window, y'all. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, it's so much activity back here. It's a shame. Ain't this much activity? Boy, these niggas is nervous. You hear me? And this is why I tell y'all, listen, I will not be gang stalked after today. Let me tell you that right now. Before I lay my head down to sleep, I ain't got to pray to the Lord to my soul to keep. My soul is already kept. I'm telling y'all right now, ain't gonna be no more gang stalking. Enough is enough. And it's sad, I don't find it flattering that all you did today was think about me to where you sent. How long did you think about sending that text message? You must have took a lot of time thinking about me today. That means you didn't even function. I consumed all y'all thoughts. Wow, that's crazy. Well, you know what's crazy? I was braiding my hair and watching TV. Well, not TV. I was watching free movies on YouTube while I braided my hair. But I went on about my day today. I think I had a pretty productive day. I got some clients tomorrow. I'll be coming to y'all with an official video tomorrow. I'm mailing off products. I got shit to do. I'm busy about my father's business, and I'm busy about carrying out my obligations to the earth, to the world, to myself. I'm an earth ambassador. I was sent here to earth as an ambassador of God to show y'all what righteous love and what righteous justice looks like, and liberty, which is freedom. So I'm not going outside my role. Say like the men. Oh, I'm not going outside my role. One day, y'all, I don't know if y'all are interested, but let me know in the comment section below. I might end up telling y'all about my incident. I might detail my incident about my Men in Black incident that I had when I was on the West Coast. I had a Men in Black incident. My first and only conscious encounter, because I was not paying attention if it has happened to me before. But yeah, I'm gonna make a whole nother video about it. But just let me tell y'all this: I seen it with my own eyes. The man fucking vanished. That's some other shit. And I have mentioned it before on my lives. I hope this helps somebody, because we have entered a shift. And Mercury retrograde is getting ready to be up around the 2nd, I believe, of October. Y'all, it's so much that's getting ready to transpire. And I'm going to just be real with y'all. My prayer is that I just stay in a vibration of love. That I stay in a vibration of just being uplifted, peace and tranquility within myself. And I'm going to tell y'all this: when y'all understand the spiritual realm and y'all really understand who y'all are, It is not hard. It's not as hard as it used to be when you were more fleshly driven, carnal driven, to allow things to not bother you. Now, I'm not going to sit here. When I say unbothered, we're not going to act like these things don't hurt our feelings, okay? Especially when we're innocent. You know, these things will hurt you, your feelings. We got to be honest with ourselves and our emotions. And if we want to cry, let it out, get it out. Don't hold it in, that kind of thing. However, the true art and mastery of being unbothered means that though I have an inside reaction, I will not allow for you to drag me down to your level, because your level of response is showing me that you are unavailable in your body, in your mental space, to be able to have a righteous reaction. So therefore, everything out of you is toxic and will be presented as such. And there, let me explain something to y'all. When people try to get you out of character, it's always going to be a level of jealousy present. Listen to me, and listen to me extremely carefully. Men can be jealous of women, and women can be jealous of men. Opposites, we need to stop thinking it's a woman on man thing. Listen, these narcissists that are running, men and women narcs, they are jealous of the opposite sex. That's actually a part of themselves. That's the type of gas that they have that's in them that's ran off of that. For example, you got, I'll make up a fictitious character, okay? Just for the sake of this message. Brother Watermelon is a narcissist. Brother Watermelon is married to Sister Lemon. They go to church. She is a social butterfly. He don't have any friends, and he's kept to himself. When they go to church, he barely speaks to anybody. Some of the brothers try to warm his heart up. They'll come and shake his hand. He'll do it for the sake of saving face. But the truth is, he just really want to be left alone. Sister Lemon, on the other hand, is a shaker, and she likes to shake hands, and she loves to hug. She wears her church hats and her nice matching sets, and she's sharp, honey. And she's sharp because that's naturally her personality. He's sharp because that's his way of thinking he's intimidating other men, and that he may possibly attract looks from women. Listen, hold on. Brother Watermelon does not like the attention that his wife gets. He's insecure in himself. So therefore, she gets all this beautiful energy from these people because of her personality. So you know what ends up happening? After church, they get in the car. All of a sudden, he don't want to drive, or he may be the narcissist that because he wants to feel like he's in control, he's going to drive the car. Some kind of way he starts an argument. You know what ends up happening? All that high vibration that this woman has worked up by hugging people and laughing and smiling and shaking hands and being social, and these people are pouring that love back into her that she's showing them. He has now zapped that out of her and sucked that up out of her. And guess what happens? She's over there on the verge of tears while he's feeling big and puffed up in his heart and spirit and mind and soul in his body, because he zapped this woman and made her feel so small. But guess what happens? That shit only lasts for 2 seconds, because he goes back to hating his miserable fucking self, and he's always gonna find a way to pick a fight. And it's a vicious cycle of that kind of shit. It's a vicious cycle. He sizes himself up against his wife because truly he may want to be her. I wish I had that kind of charming personality. I wish that people responded to me the way they responded to her. So this man is jealous of his wife. And if he could cross dress and present himself like that on the other side of town where nobody knew him, just to see if he could get that kind of response, he would. So this is why you find that a lot of narcs, not all, but most narcs, whether male or female, are down low. They marry the opposite sex as a means to cover up their truth. This is why you get a lot of bearded marriages. Okay? Hear me and hear me well. Why am I making this? The lid is getting ready to be blown off of a lot of narcs, whether they're married or not. People are getting ready to see who they're truly married to, who they're entertaining, that kind of thing. And I'm telling y'all this. The shit that I seen at my job, at what used to be my employment, it's about to go down. It's already going down. It's already going down. And I don't know who in their right mind would have chose this life. Being a chosen one ain't easy. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Bro, people are literally out here trying to sabotage you in every way possible and imaginable because they can't be you. They can't beat you. It's hard to make friends. It's hard to get into relationships. You can't trust nobody. God ain't just gonna let you yoke yourself with just anybody. God's God gets extremely picky about the relationships He wants you to be in. When you are chosen one, this shit is not for the faint of heart or the weak. You got people trying to pray to be in your position. They would shed blood to be in your position. They would sacrifice they they goat, a pet goat if they could. Can you close that a little bit? Man, so many distractions. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not all the way. The way that I. Oh Lord. Okay, it's time for me to get up off of here because I just it's yeah. Y'all know I'm used to having my own space, and I don't. Y'all are seeing this part of me, this certain sides of me that are just a little raw. But I gotta give it to y'all like this because this is life. This is real life. I can't be anybody else or anything else when I tell y'all. Hold on. I can't be anything or anybody else when I be telling y'all, you know, certain things. I lead by example. I can tell y'all certain things, but to be a true leader, is to lead by example. And I may not go through everything. Life is a great teacher, and sometimes it's painful and sometimes it's beautiful. And of course, you do have to learn how to celebrate all of it because all of it is a lesson. Whether you have lessons even within blessings, and it's a lot of people out here talking, but they ain't been through shit. It's a lot of people out here pretending. But then what happens when the pretending catches up with you, and then life, it that's imitated by art becomes reality. Then what? Then what you got to say and what you gonna do? Yeah, I'm just kind of scratching my eyeball, y'all. Sorry. I don't know. I don't know. Oh God, just continue to give me strength. Continue to keep giving your children strength. Help us to see this finish line concerning this season, this part of our lives, Lord. If we have already crossed that finish line, please show us so that we can celebrate ourselves. Help us. We have moved into the energy of the great reset. At this time, it's time for us to start having more fun, living out loud, laughing, being at peace, not having to watch over our shoulders and backs right now. I'm asking you, God, give us new life. Give us a different life from being traumatized all the time. Give us a softer life. We deserve that. I believe we're worthy of that. I know we're worthy of that now. We've gotten this far. We're definitely worthy of a more softer life. That's for sure. And I'm feeling the need to pray this, Lord. Lord, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, to, to change the things that we can. Give us the strength to change the things that we can. Give us the discernment on how to change those things. And the wisdom to know the difference between the two. Help us to be able to gracefully surrender these type of problems and issues in your hands so that we can live an unbothered life. Continue to show us the goals, what to strive for, how to get there. Grant us ease and peace. Peace and ease. And right now I nullify all the works, fruits, roots, tentacles, assignments, workings, known and unknown of the enemy, imps and helpers, and people who represent the enemy on this earth. And I render them harmless and powerless forevermore, a non-reversible fact. And I unleash incomprehensible amounts of joy, love, peace, healing, oneness, clarity, and truth, gratitude amongst you and your children, oh God, forevermore, non-reversible, so that we can be able to walk in peace, with peace, as peace, in peace. I ask all these things as though they are already done, because they are. Righteous hand upon us. Keep your eye of protection upon us. Continue to walk with us. Keep us near your hearts. Protect us, please. Please, God. Oh, in Jesus' name, in the name of love, so be it. It is so. It is written and cannot be erased. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Can't wait to see y'all tomorrow. I was trying to use this as a rest day, to be honest. I hope I help somebody. I'm always hoping that I help somebody. All right, y'all. It's bedtime. I gotta go. I'll see y'all later or tomorrow. Bye.